When it comes to bone health, dairy is often the first thing people think of. From a young age, we're told to drink milk for strong bones. But the truth is, not all dairy foods are created equal. Some dairy choices can be powerful allies, rich in calcium and protein, while others are loaded with sugar, fat, or additives that actually damage bone health over time. For women over 50, when bone density naturally begins to decline, knowing the difference is essential. My name is Dr. Amelia, the host of today's podcast. If you enjoy what I share, please hit the like button and subscribe to support me and my team, and to receive the earliest health videos from me. In today's episode, we'll uncover 5 dairy foods that strengthen bones and keep them resilient, along with 5 dairy foods that silently weaken them. By the end, you'll know exactly which dairy foods to keep in your daily routine, and which ones to avoid if you want to maintain strong, healthy bones well into the future. Low-fat milk. Low-fat milk remains one of the most trusted dairy foods for bone health, and for good reason. It provides an impressive balance of protein, calcium, and often vitamin D3 nutrients that work together to build and preserve strong bones. For women over 50, when the risk of osteoporosis rises, including low-fat milk in your daily diet can be one of the simplest ways to maintain bone density and overall vitality. Calcium is the star nutrient in milk, and just one glass offers around 30% of your daily requirement. This makes it an easy, accessible choice for meeting your calcium goals without having to rely solely on supplements. Low-fat milk also contains high-quality protein, which supports both muscle and bone strength. Since muscle mass naturally decreases with age, drinking milk helps provide the amino acids needed for repair and recovery. The addition of vitamin D in fortified milk makes it even more valuable. Vitamin D is crucial for calcium absorption, ensuring that the calcium you consume actually reaches your bones. Without enough vitamin D, calcium passes through the body without being properly utilized, which is why fortified low-fat milk can play such an important role. Some people may worry that dairy adds too much fat to their diet, but low-fat milk offers the bone-strengthening benefits of dairy, while keeping saturated fat levels low. This balance helps protect not only bones but also heart health, something every woman should be mindful of after midlife. The versatility of milk also makes it easy to enjoy. You can drink it on its own, add it to coffee or tea, blend it into smoothies, or use it in cooking and baking. For variety, it pairs well with oats, whole grain cereals, or even as the base of a bone-friendly chia pudding. By making low-fat milk a regular part of your routine, you're giving your body one of the most effective, natural sources of calcium and protein available. It's a simple habit that supports bone density, muscle health, and overall wellness, helping you stay strong, active, and confident well beyond the age of 50. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt has become a favorite among health-conscious women, and it deserves a place on the list of top dairy foods for bone health. Compared to regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is strained to remove much of the liquid whey, resulting in a thicker texture and a product that's richer in protein while still providing calcium and probiotics. For women over 50, these qualities make it one of the best dairy choices to maintain strong bones and overall wellness. One of the biggest advantages of Greek yogurt is its protein content. A single serving can contain up to twice the protein of regular yogurt, offering essential amino acids that support muscle repair and bone strength. Since both muscle mass and bone density tend to decline with age, this extra boost of protein can make a significant difference in staying active and independent. Greek yogurt is also a great source of calcium, which is vital for preserving bone density and preventing osteoporosis. When paired with vitamin D, whether through diet or supplements, the calcium in yogurt is absorbed more efficiently, directly benefiting your bones. Another unique benefit of Greek yogurt is its probiotics, the live cultures that support a healthy gut. Good digestion allows the body to absorb calcium and other nutrients more effectively, creating a powerful connection between gut health and bone health. This is especially important for women after 50, as nutrient absorption can naturally slow down with age. Of course, not all Greek yogurt products are created equal. Some flavored versions are loaded with added sugars, which can cancel out many of the health benefits, and even harm bones by increasing inflammation. To maximize the benefits, choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt and add natural sweetness with fresh fruit, a drizzle of honey, or a sprinkle of nuts and seeds. Greek yogurt is versatile and easy to enjoy in many ways. It can be eaten as a quick breakfast with berries, layered into parfaits, blended into smoothies, or even used as a healthier substitute for sour cream in savory dishes. By making Greek yogurt a regular part of your diet, you're not just enjoying a creamy, delicious food, you're nourishing your bones, strengthening your muscles, and supporting your overall health for years to come. 3. Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese may not always be the first dairy food people think of, but it's one of the most powerful when it comes to bone health. Known for its mild flavor and creamy texture, cottage cheese is packed with protein and calcium, making it a smart and versatile choice for women over 50 who want to protect their bones and muscles at the same time. One of the standout benefits of cottage cheese is its high protein content. Just 1 cup can contain over 25 grams of protein, which is essential for maintaining muscle mass. As we age, muscle naturally decreases, and weaker muscles mean less support for bones and joints. By adding cottage cheese to your meals, you provide your body with the amino acids needed to preserve strength, mobility, and independence. Cottage cheese is also rich in calcium, an essential mineral for maintaining bone density. Combined with vitamin D from other foods or sunlight, the calcium in cottage cheese helps reduce the risk of osteoporosis and fractures, a concern that becomes more pressing for women after menopause. Another advantage is that cottage cheese is low in fat, particularly when you choose low-fat or fat-free varieties. This means you get all the protein and calcium benefits without the excess saturated fat that can harm heart health. Many brands also offer versions with added probiotics, giving you an extra gut health boost that further supports nutrient absorption. Cottage cheese is extremely versatile in the kitchen. It can be enjoyed on its own with fruit for a quick snack, blended into smoothies for creaminess, spread on whole grain toast, or mixed into salads. For savory meals, it can be used in baked dishes like lasagna or stuffed peppers, offering both nutrition and flavor. By including cottage cheese in your weekly routine, you're combining 2 powerful benefits, muscle support and bone strength in one simple food. It's a reminder that sometimes the most unassuming foods are the ones that make the biggest difference in long-term health. 4. Kefir. Kefir is sometimes called the champagne of dairy because of its slightly tangy, effervescent taste, but its real value lies in its remarkable health benefits. For women over 50, kefir stands out as one of the most supportive dairy foods for bone strength, thanks to its combination of protein, calcium, vitamin D, and probiotics. Like yogurt, kefir is a fermented dairy product, but it contains an even wider variety of probiotics. These live cultures not only improve digestion but also enhance the body's ability to absorb essential nutrients. Strong bones aren't just about how much calcium you consume, they're also about how well your body absorbs and uses it. By improving gut health, kefir creates the conditions for calcium and vitamin D to do their job more effectively. A single serving of kefir provides a solid dose of calcium and protein, both essential for protecting bone density and maintaining muscle mass. Since muscle and bone health are closely linked, kefir helps preserve overall mobility and strength as women age. Many brands also fortify kefir with vitamin D, which further supports calcium absorption and reduces the risk of osteoporosis. Another unique benefit of kefir is its anti-inflammatory potential. Chronic inflammation is one of the silent factors behind bone weakening and joint discomfort. Probiotics in kefir help restore balance in the gut microbiome, which has been shown to reduce systemic inflammation. This makes kefir not just a bone-friendly food, but also a joint-friendly one. Kefir is versatile and can be enjoyed in many ways. It can be sipped as a refreshing drink, blended into smoothies, poured over whole grain cereals, or even used as a base for salad dressings. Its tangy flavor pairs well with fruits like berries, bananas, or peaches, creating a bone-boosting meal or snack that's both nutritious and satisfying. For women over 50 who want to combine the benefits of dairy with digestive support, kefir is a perfect choice. By making it part of your daily or weekly routine, you're not only nourishing your bones but also supporting your gut, joints, and overall well-being. 5. Parmesan, small amount. Parmesan cheese may be known for its sharp flavor and ability to elevate a dish, but it's also one of the most concentrated sources of calcium among dairy foods. For women over 50, enjoying Parmesan in moderation can be an easy and flavorful way to support bone strength while adding variety to meals. Just 1 ounce of Parmesan delivers close to 30% of the recommended daily calcium intake. This makes it one of the most calcium-dense cheeses available. Since bone density naturally declines with age, a sprinkle of Parmesan can be a powerful boost, especially when paired with other calcium-rich foods. Along with calcium, Parmesan provides protein that helps maintain muscle mass, a vital component in protecting bones and joints. Another benefit is its long aging process, which not only gives Parmesan its bold taste but also makes it easier to digest than many other cheeses. The fermentation involved in aging breaks down much of the lactose, meaning that even women who are sensitive to lactose may tolerate small amounts of Parmesan without discomfort. The key, however, is portion size. Parmesan is high in sodium and calories, so moderation is essential. A small sprinkle on salads, soups, whole grain pasta, or roasted vegetables can enhance flavor without overloading on salt or fat. Unlike processed cheese slices or cream-heavy sauces, Parmesan in controlled portions can deliver benefits without the drawbacks. It's also worth noting that the strong flavor of Parmesan means a little goes a long way. This allows you to enjoy the satisfaction of cheese while staying mindful of your overall dairy intake. By using Parmesan strategically, you add taste and nutrition in a way that supports bone health rather than undermines it. Incorporating small amounts of Parmesan into a balanced diet gives you the best of both worlds, delicious meals and stronger bones. It's proof that with the right choices and mindful portions, dairy foods can be both indulgent and health-supporting after 50. We've just explored 5 dairy foods: low-fat milk, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, kefir, and a touch of Parmesan that can play a powerful role in supporting strong bones and healthy aging. Each of these options delivers protein, calcium, and other nutrients that work together to protect bone density and keep you active. But while some dairy foods are true allies, others can quietly work against you. High levels of sugar, fat, or artificial additives in certain dairy products may cancel out the benefits and even damage bone health over time. To protect your strength and independence, it's just as important to recognize the dairy foods that harm your bones as it is to embrace the ones that help. Let's now take a closer look at 5 dairy foods that may weaken your bones, starting with one of the most tempting treats: ice cream. 1. Ice cream. High sugar. Ice cream may be one of the most beloved desserts, bringing back memories of childhood summers and sweet indulgence. But for women over 50, it's also one of the most damaging dairy foods when it comes to bone health. While ice cream does contain calcium from milk, its high sugar and fat content can actually do more harm than good, silently working against the strength of your bones. The biggest problem with ice cream is its sugar load. Consuming too much sugar increases inflammation in the body, and chronic inflammation weakens bones by interfering with the natural remodeling process. Instead of efficiently breaking down old bone tissue and rebuilding new bone, your body struggles, leaving bones more fragile over time. High sugar intake also increases the risk of insulin resistance, which further disrupts calcium metabolism and weakens bone density. On top of that, most ice creams are high in saturated fat and calories. Excess saturated fat not only harms heart health but also promotes weight gain, adding unnecessary stress to weight-bearing joints like the hips and knees. This combination makes ice cream a double threat, harmful to both bones and joints. Another hidden danger is portion size. It's easy to underestimate how much ice cream we eat, especially with large servings or frequent treats. Even small amounts enjoyed daily can add up quickly, flooding the body with excess sugar and fat that outweigh the modest calcium benefits. That doesn't mean you need to give up cold, creamy desserts altogether. There are healthier alternatives that satisfy the craving without harming your bones. Frozen Greek yogurt made with fresh fruit, homemade smoothies, or even banana-based, nice cream can deliver flavor, creaminess, and nutrients without the destructive load of sugar and saturated fat. By being mindful of how often you indulge in ice cream, and choosing healthier swaps when possible, you protect your bones, reduce inflammation, and maintain a healthier balance. Remember, strong bones are not built by what you occasionally eat, but by the daily habits you practice consistently. Limiting high-sugar ice cream is one of those small but powerful habits that pays off in stronger, healthier aging. 2. Flavored milk. Flavored milk often looks like an easy way to get calcium and protein, especially when it's marketed as a fun and tasty option for all ages. But behind the appealing packaging and sweet taste, flavored milk can be surprisingly harmful for bone health, particularly for women over 50, who need to be extra mindful of their daily nutrition. At its core, milk provides valuable nutrients like calcium, protein, and vitamin D. However, when sugar, artificial flavors, or syrups are added, the balance quickly tips in the wrong direction. A single glass of flavored milk can contain as much sugar as a can of soda. That extra sugar doesn't just add empty calories, it actively interferes with calcium absorption and promotes inflammation, both of which weaken bones over time. Excess sugar also contributes to weight gain, placing additional stress on the joints. For women after menopause, when metabolism slows and joint health becomes more vulnerable, this added burden makes flavored milk more harmful than helpful. The calcium and protein benefits it offers are overshadowed by the negative effects of its sugar content. Another concern is that flavored milk can create a false sense of health. Because it's milk, many assume it's automatically good for the bones. But the reality is that the sugar cancels out much of the benefit, especially if consumed regularly. Over time, this habit can erode bone density rather than protect it. Fortunately, there are better ways to enjoy milk without the sugar overload. Choosing plain, low-fat, or skim milk provides all the calcium dairy foods are known for, without unnecessary additives. If you prefer a little flavor, you can blend milk with fresh fruit for natural sweetness, or add a sprinkle of cinnamon or cocoa powder without added sugar. By saying no to flavored milk and yes to its plain, nutrient-rich version, you're giving your bones what they truly need. Small, consistent choices like this help preserve bone strength, reduce inflammation, and keep you feeling active and confident well beyond 50. 3. Sweetened yogurt. Yogurt has long been promoted as a healthy food, and in its natural form it truly is. Plain Greek yogurt, for example, is an excellent source of protein, calcium, and probiotics. But sweetened yogurt, the kind that comes with fruit at the bottom, added flavors, or sugary toppings can quickly turn from a bone-friendly choice into one that undermines your health. The main issue with sweetened yogurt is the high sugar content. Many single-serving cups contain more than 15-20 grams of added sugar, which is nearly as much as a dessert. This sugar not only adds empty calories, but also creates inflammation in the body, a key factor that weakens bones and joints over time. Instead of supporting bone density, excessive sugar interferes with calcium absorption and contributes to long-term fragility. Another concern is that sweetened yogurt often tricks people into believing they're making a healthy choice. The packaging highlights calcium and probiotics, but the added sugar can cancel out those benefits. For women over 50, who need both strong bones and stable blood sugar, this health halo can be especially misleading. Sweetened yogurts can also contribute to weight gain, which places additional pressure on joints. For those already experiencing stiffness or arthritis, this added strain can make daily activities more difficult. The extra calories from sugar are stored as fat, which promotes further inflammation, a cycle that works against both muscle and bone health. The good news is that the solution doesn't mean giving up yogurt altogether. Choosing plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt allows you to enjoy all the calcium, protein, and probiotics without the harmful sugar load. For natural sweetness, you can add fresh berries, a drizzle of honey, or a sprinkle of cinnamon. This way, you're in control of how much sugar goes into your bowl, and you can keep it within a bone-friendly balance. By avoiding sweetened yogurt and choosing plain options, you protect your bones, support your gut health, and maintain energy levels without the sugar crash. It's a small but powerful shift that makes yogurt a true ally in your journey to stronger bones and healthier aging. 4. Processed cheese slices. Cheese is often celebrated as a calcium-rich food that supports strong bones. However, not all cheeses are created equal, and processed cheese slices are among the least beneficial choices, especially for women over 50. While they may look convenient and taste familiar, these slices are far from the natural, nutrient-dense dairy foods that help protect bone health. The first issue with processed cheese slices is their composition. Instead of being made purely from milk, they often contain fillers, emulsifiers, food coloring, and artificial flavorings. These additives dilute the nutritional value, leaving you with far less calcium and protein compared to natural cheeses like Parmesan or cottage cheese. What you get instead is a highly engineered product that offers little true benefit to bones. Processed cheese slices are also notoriously high in sodium. Excess sodium doesn't just affect heart health. It accelerates calcium loss by forcing the body to excrete more of this essential mineral through urine. Over time, this can directly weaken bones, making them more fragile and prone to fractures. For women after menopause, when bone density naturally declines, the effects of a high-sodium diet can be even more damaging. Another concern is that processed cheese slices are often high in unhealthy fats. These fats promote inflammation in the body, which can worsen joint stiffness and reduce bone remodeling efficiency. Instead of strengthening bones, regular consumption of processed cheese contributes to the very issues many women are trying to prevent. The convenience of cheese slices is undeniable. They're easy to melt on burgers, sandwiches, or toast. But there are healthier alternatives that deliver flavor and nutrition without the drawbacks. Opting for small portions of natural cheeses like Parmesan, mozzarella, or Swiss provides calcium, protein, and real bone-strengthening benefits. Even better, pair them with whole grains, fresh vegetables, or nuts to create balanced meals that truly support long-term health. By limiting or avoiding processed cheese slices, you protect your bones from unnecessary sodium, additives, and empty calories. Choosing natural, calcium-rich dairy foods instead ensures you're giving your body the nutrients it needs to stay strong, active, and resilient well into the future. 5. Cream-based desserts. Cream-based desserts, such as puddings, custards, cheesecakes, and rich creams are often seen as luxurious treats. Their smooth texture and indulgent taste make them tempting, but for women over 50, they represent one of the most harmful types of dairy foods for bone health. While they may contain some calcium from milk or cream, the heavy load of sugar and fat in these desserts can overshadow any potential benefits. One of the biggest problems with cream-based desserts is their high saturated fat content. Excess saturated fat promotes inflammation, which weakens the body's ability to remodel bone tissue effectively. Over time, this inflammation makes bones more fragile and contributes to joint discomfort. Combined with the natural decline in bone density after menopause, these desserts can silently accelerate the aging process of your skeletal system. Added sugar is another major issue. Cream-based desserts often contain large amounts of refined sugar, which interferes with calcium absorption and places unnecessary stress on your metabolism. High sugar intake also promotes weight gain, and extra weight places added pressure on the joints, particularly in the hips, knees, and spine. For women already managing arthritis or bone loss, this added burden can make daily movement more challenging. Another hidden risk lies in portion size. Because cream-based desserts are rich and satisfying, even a small slice can deliver a significant number of calories, fats, and sugars. Regularly indulging in them, even in modest amounts, can have long-term consequences for bone and joint health. The good news is that there are lighter, bone-friendly alternatives. Greek yogurt parfaits with fresh fruit, chia seed puddings made with low-fat milk, or even baked fruit with a touch of cinnamon can provide sweetness and satisfaction without overwhelming your body with sugar and fat. These alternatives allow you to enjoy dessert while still supporting your bones with calcium and protein. By reducing or eliminating cream-based desserts from your routine, you're making a proactive choice to protect your bones, joints, and overall vitality. Dessert can still be enjoyable, but it should also be aligned with your long-term goal of healthy, confident aging. We've now explored 10 important insights into dairy and bone health. 5 dairy foods that strengthen bones and 5 that silently damage them. Low-fat milk, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, kefir, and small amounts of Parmesan each deliver protein, calcium, and nutrients that protect bone density and keep you strong. In contrast, ice cream, flavored milk, sweetened yogurt, processed cheese slices, and cream-based desserts may taste tempting, but their sugar, fat, and additives can quietly weaken your bones over time. The lesson is clear: not all dairy is created equal. By choosing calcium-rich dairy foods in their most natural forms and limiting the processed, sugary options, you're actively investing in stronger bones, better mobility, and healthier aging. Even small, consistent shifts in your daily routine can have a powerful impact on your long-term vitality. If you found this episode helpful, I'd love for you to be part of our growing community here at Seniors Ladies. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Together, we can build strength, protect our bones, and embrace aging with confidence and grace.